always a good sign that it says it's connecting. All right, so theoretically we should be live on YouTube and Twitch. All right. So yeah, like I said, I am in the mood to do a little bit more of this No Man's Sky Expedition 20, and I have like an hour and a half to kind of fart around. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me get my chat window up here really quick. There we go, just in case. Even though chat will now pop up under my webcam because I'm learning, it's still more convenient for me to have, I'm pointing at nothing from the webcam's point of view. On the right side of my screen, I have the restream chat box up because it's a little bit more efficient to read them from there, even though I can see what is below me. Alright, to Expedition 20. I was in a firefight, so we'll see. Hopefully not anymore. Now, yeah, my buddy was telling me, and, you know, I already knew this. Yes, if you go to a space station, it'll stop the Sentinels from attacking you, generally. And when you dig underground, it generally stops them, too. I was digging underground, and it wasn't working. I don't seem to be in combat. And I am in space. So let's see if it finished that expedition milestone. Now, the only reason I was really even worried about that this morning was because I had so little time before I had to go to work. That's the reason I was really worrying about it. It's like, oh, okay, I don't have time to fight these Sentinels. The Patman is here, and there's a YouTube symbol. I'm supposed to be working. I'm not here. Are you actually at work right now, or are you supposed to be working like you're in your office at home? Supposed to be doing something. Either way, though, welcome, the Patman. Nobody say anything. The Patman is supposed to be working. Hey, metamorphosis. Okay, good. Crush a vile grub. Reward. Detoxified slime ×3. Choking monstrosity. Cake. Okay. Wriggling tack and haunted pie. Me oh my. Ah, you're at work. Yeah. I was in hell a couple hours ago. Luckily, I managed to get home. And now I am no longer in hell, which makes me feel really happy. Oh, I love being able to see your chat stuff pop up below my webcam. That makes me happy. Even though I am reading it off of the chat box and not the actual chat window. It's just cool that on the VOD, if anybody ever does stumble across this video, like, they'll understand what I'm responding to. Like, as opposed to just kind of having to imagine what I'm responding to. It's like, nah, you can see it right down there. So there's evidence that you were at work and on YouTube. There is evidence. Yeah, like that's ever gonna lead to anything. So how is your day going, my main man? Also, how's my audio sound? How's the stream look? I've been adjusting some settings on my microphone, my Yeti Nano, because I felt like I was it was sounding a little bit lower than I wanted. Not low, but in some of my VODs, my new VODs, it was sounding just a little bit lower than I was hoping it would. So I raised it up just a bit. Nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I really appreciate you hopping into chat on YouTube so I could see that the YouTube portion of Restream's chat works on my settings. That makes me very happy. Yeah. You are louder, which is good. It was quiet. See, these are the things I need to know. Now, do you think I could be a little bit louder, or is this sounding good? Because I can easily just up the decibels just a little bit. So, do you think this is good, or just a smidge higher? Or a smidge lower? Like, let me know. Your feedback will always be appreciated. Alright, so I need to find the Fireship Arcadia, and I need to find an anomalous floating companion. I've told you I prefer YouTube. Oh, no, I'm very aware of that. It's just like, you know, thanks. Like, you're the first person from YouTube to respond in chat. So, like, yeah, thanks. Very cool. I've never had a YouTube chat before. Could go louder, but you don't want to peak. I tend to ride the bottoms of the yellow. I usually try to get it so that when I'm talking, it kind of maxes out at the top of the green. Let's go see what my what I'm peaking at right now. Like, I do get into the yellow just barely. At my highest, I hit the middle of the yellow, but I generally kind of hover around the tip of the tip of the green, just the tip. At least with this new setting, and I like that. I'm at on my audio mixer. I'm at plus 6 decibels on my Yeti Nano, and it gets me right to what I feel like is that sweet spot. I'm hoping this is the sweet spot. It's all a test. How's the game audio? I know I'm not really playing, but like, could the game audio be a little bit louder, or? Because I know I've been struggling to balance the game audio with my microphone audio, because it's really, really easy for the game audio to overshadow the microphone audio. I've discovered. Okay. So let's see. Adopt an anomalous floating. Find anomalous floating creatures in purple star systems. Right. Okay, so I couldn't really even do that one right now anyway. So let's follow the ship that wasn't destroyed, even though I found its wreckage. Somehow the Arcadia was not destroyed. Alright. Oh, I need another debris rangefinder. Alright. What does it take to make those? I don't remember. I think quantum computers. Quantum computers, solar mirrors, both of which I have a good chunk of, and just some metal plating. Alright, easy peasy. So actually, yeah, I shouldn't be worried about debris rangefinders at all, because I brought with me solar mirrors and quantum computers. Sounds good. I came over straight from high rollers and didn't adjust my volume. Game seems good, but you haven't done anything loud yet. I'll let you know. Yeah, no, I really haven't, because I've been excited to have you in chat. Okay, so rangefinder is ranged. It exists. All right, scanning for the debris. Wait a minute, what? Corvette class ship required for deep space ops. Oh, I'm not in my Corvette. All right, I can remedy that easy enough. I didn't realize the Corvette ships were actually required. I guess you have to do spacewalks. You can't do a spacewalk out of your normal starship. You'd just be jumping out of your cockpit. That probably wouldn't work well. There's an image in Stargate SG-1. There was an episode where they were, in Season 7, I believe, they found the super soldiers, Anubis' super soldiers, and one of them gets on their shuttle, and they effectively, like, throw him out of the ship, and I always think of the image of his little, like, 3D figure ragdolling out of the bottom of the ship, and I just picture that with, like, me jumping out of the top of my spaceship, like, just jumping out of the cockpit. I don't know. It's one of the funniest visuals from that show. It's something about it just looked funny to me. Of course, ragdolls are always funny. Like, you can never really go wrong with a good ragdoll. Alright, switch to the Shield of Madness, please. And this time around, recharge my damn launch thrusters. I'm so used to having so many S-class upgrades on my launch thrusters and an auto-charging launch thruster that sometimes when I'm on an expedition, for example, I don't remember to charge my damn launch thrusters, so I go far from my ship, and then suddenly it's like, oh, you can't do this. Thanks. You can't summon it to you. Bim in the Astral Sea. Yes! Yes, Bim was a great ragdoll, even though he was just a picture. Like, yeah. He's a great example. Just the image of that was so funny to Ree that she broke. Not that she doesn't always break. Ree is the most breaky person I've ever seen. For anybody who might not know what we're talking about, there is a YouTube channel called High Rollers where a bunch of nerdy Brits play Dungeons and Dragons, and they are absolutely delightful and get up to lots of fun shenanigans. And I would highly recommend them to anybody who might be curious about D&D, because they are just normal people having fun. You know, nothing too over the top or crazy. Sometimes like Critical Role, where they can be so intense. Like, you know, they get into it, high rollers, but they also, you never forget that they're just people at a table having fun at the same time. You know, not to besmirch Critical Role. I adore Critical Role. But yeah, sometimes if you're looking for a more casual watch, Critical Role can be a little hard for the more casual viewer. Like if you're just in the mood for background noise or to just giggle, it's like, yeah, I'm in the mood to just have something to make me smile. The first line of the episode, your brother is about to die. It's like, okay, okay, calm down. I mean, I love it, but calm down. I love it when I'm in the mood for it. Is more accurate. Anyway. Where's my debris rangefinder? There it is. Oh, and I did notice something. I learned something about the Corvette scavenging when I was watching you stream yesterday. So I was looking in my scan visor, trying to find the pieces of debris that you could mine off of the Corvette, and I wasn't finding anything and getting a little frustrated as a result. But you were actually scanning with your visor, like you were hitting the left stick or whatever button it is that sends out the pulse wave scan, and it was highlighting the parts, and I didn't realize that before. So like, yeah, I learned that from watching your stream. I learned it from watching you. Nah. I wish there was more light on my ship. That'd make a good screenshot. Oh well. Boop. Boopy boop. Time to die. One of my favorite lines in one of my favorite episodes of Critical Role. Or not Critical Role. Rick and Morty. My brain was just talking about Critical Role. Now there's a fantastic episode of Rick and Morty involving fortune cookies where there's an old guy at the end that he just has this great line that says like, well, boopy doop, time to die. And then he gets ripped into like 4 pieces. And just the way he says it makes me smile. Well, boop-de-boop, time to die. All right, wait for lightning to strike. Oh, I missed it. All right. This could make for potentially a good screenshot. Always looking for a good thumbnail for a video. I'm a few episodes behind on High Rollers, working on catching up. One I'm on is Rice with Japes. I don't know what that means. I am probably 10 episodes behind on High Rollers. So if that's a reference to a newer episode of High Rollers, I do not get it. I adore High Rollers. I love High Rollers. I love the new campaign. I loved Erois more. I did. I'll say it. But that's because I'm a sci-fi fan through and through. But I have unfortunately allowed myself to fall behind on the... Every now and again I fall behind by like 10 episodes, but it really isn't that hard to catch up. Rife, not ripe. God damn it. Well, you wrote rice before, so now that's 3 R words. I'm wondering what R word you intended. Ooh, I got some lightning. There we go. There we go. That's a good shot of my face. Well, my character's face. And then I could superimpose my face over that. Woo! Yeah, why not? Alright. To the gameplay. It's so easy to get distracted. That's why I love gaming. And also, autocomplete. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? It's one of the greatest banes of my existence, but turning it off causes problems all its own. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. It highlights the parts. I wish I'd known that. I learned it from you, buddy. Alright, where is a beeping thing floating in space? Which also shows up on the scan visor. Log of the fire ship Arcadia. Date stamp 22522.31. Log corrupt. Recovering damaged sectors. The captain. Gone. His dick blew off. Tried to wake them for their watch. No sign of them. Nothing on the cameras. Just floating testicles. Door logs are normal. No kit missing. Where are they? Where are we? I think they're fine. I feel like they're fine. Recovered a log from the fire ship Arcadia. Man, a lot of severed testicles in this game. Like, hello games. Are you guys okay? Do you guys need to talk to somebody? I mean, I'm here for you, hello games. Like, you've been good to me over the years. Like, I won't say ever that this is my most played game, but this is one of those games that I keep coming back to. You know, 9 years later, I'm playing it. Even though my main file, like, you know, there are some games I have thousands of hours in. I have a lot of hours in this game, but my main file showed when I logged in just now that I have just barely under 400 hours on this file. So, like, you know, that's a lot of time, don't get me wrong. But after 9 years, I would have expected maybe a little more time in this game. Prepackaged paralysis mortar unit, unstable plasma, and a third thing. There was a third thing. I don't remember what it was because I wasn't looking when it disappeared. Alright, so hopefully this points to a purple star system. Whee! Number 1, set a course for the Hydronax system. Maximum warp. It's more Sean Connery. Maximum warp. Number 1. Do the thing with the warp thing. Yes, sir. Doing the thing with the warp thing. Do the thing, money pushy. Money penny. That's a joke from something. I don't remember what. But I was referencing a joke from a thing. Oh, Patrick. Or the Pap Man. Or whatever you choose to go by. What would you prefer for me to go by? Leighton Regard? The Pap Man? Pat? Was I right about Wild Wild West? Because in the back of my head, I keep thinking Wild Wild West was the reference you were making on one of my YouTube, on one of those YouTube comments. Yeah. All right. So find creatures on planets with the analysis visor. Okay. Well, I'm in a purple star system, so let's just find a. Well, there should be a gas giant somewhere around here, right? If I'm in a purple star system. If this is indeed a purple star system. I don't think this is a Pat is fine and yes sir. Okay, I don't know. You had that yesterday with Chris where you're like, would you prefer for me to call you this or your username? And it got me thinking like, yeah, that's a good point. Even though we know each other in real life, like, what would you prefer from a streaming standpoint? Now, obviously, of course, like, you know, not even remotely worried about this. Like, last names are obviously off limits for both of us. Obviously. And, you know, any specific details are obviously always off limits. Like, that goes without saying for both of us. But, like, you know, yeah, just like the first name, yeah. Some people might be okay with that. Some people might not be okay with that. Like, you never know. Everyone's different. Alright, so I doubt an empty planet's gonna have any animals. A dissonance planet will probably have animals. Let's go to Eovist Prime. But yeah, Wild Wild West. Yeah, I was right. Okay. My channel name is the Batman, so I think that ship sailed. Yeah, it's true. But I think of you as latent regard also, because every time you message me on Instagram, it pops up like latent regard sent you a clip or sent you a reel, and it's like, oh, okay. So like, so in my brain, sometimes I think his channel name is latent regard, even though I know it's the Patman. Like, did he change it? Cause he's the Patman. He's the Patman. Damn, this is a purple planet. Alright, Thanos, calm down. By the way, Thanos, best appearance in the MCU in recorded history, and I'm not talking about Infinity War or Endgame. I am talking about the episode of Season 3 of What If, involving Howard the Duck. His appearance in that episode is the greatest thing in the history of the MCU. If anybody's watching this lurking and has an opinion on that, feel free to hop into chat. Alright, looking for a floater. Oh, we got like living sentient bones. I've never seen that before. Oh, wow. That's cool. Get back here. I need a picture with you. Oh, let me go into the third person. Oh, you're so cool. Hey. Oh, I've never seen that before. Also, that's a freaking great thumbnail. Oh, I love the framing on that. I love the angle. I love the half run I'm in. I love the flowing cape. I love how we're both kind of branching off in different directions. Like, this could be a buddy movie right here. Like, you know, Spaceman and the Dino. Like, I don't know. I like that. I think that might be my thumbnail instead of the one of me floating in space. Spaceman and the Dino. Tame it. I think I will tame it. I think I'm actually gonna have to get there. There's the planetary coordinates. I'm gonna take a screenshot of the planetary coordinates so I can come back to this planet on my main save and find these living boneheads. Latent Regard was only supposed to be the review series. Yeah, I know. But the Patman was taken on Insta and Twitch, so I'm Latent Regard there. Yeah, when names are taken, that's rough. That's why I love that the word existential, most people see that as too long of a word to use, so not a lot of people use it. So it's kind of free on almost everything, which is really great. Like, I say almost everything because there are a few other people that use it. But yeah, it's almost free on everything, and that makes me really, really happy. Alright, I don't remember if I actually screenshot the original, so let's take a screenshot just to be sure. There we go, another screenshot. Alright. Wait, I have creature pellets? What the hell? Are they not in my inventory anymore, or were they in my starship? I thought I had creature pellets. I got them from a mission. I do, but they're in my starship. Oh, damn it. Alright, I'm gonna find you again, Bonehead. I gotta run back to my ship because I don't have a teleport receiver. Because this isn't my main file. Hashtag first world problems. Oh, I can't teleport my stuff to me? Lame. I have no room in my exosuit. Dear God. Okay. Let's deposit that in my starship. Deposit that in my starship. Deposit that in my starship. Because starships were made to fly. Just reach up and touch the sky. And give myself creature pellets. And get out of freaking third person. Ugh. There's a few games I like being third person. Like Hitman, I don't know if I would like that as first person. So that's one I like third person. What else? Alright, Patrick. Same thing as you yesterday. Let me get to it real quick. Where is it? I thought that was in there. Oh, there it is. I saw it. Alright. What should I name the bonehead creature? And if anyone else is watching and has the ability to type something, I will name this whatever the first option is, just like my buddy did yesterday. So right now, her default procedural name is Falconina. Falconina? Yeah, Falconina. Not a terrible name, but let's see if chat can do better. So what do you got for me? I know it's not easy. Like, yesterday you asked, Pat, and I was just like, my brain blue screened. I was just like, I have no idea what to even recommend, even seriously, not, let alone as like a joke. Like, what should I tell him to say? Poop? That's not clever. Like, I had nothing. I'm glad Sissy wrote something, because I had nothing. Alright, well, while I wait for potentially that to pop up, I'll get moving. I'm looking for floating creatures. Come on, scan. There you go. Bone Jet. Bone Jet it is. Is that in honor of he who maybe did die, but maybe didn't? Because it was very unclear? Or do you just think it sounds cool? Or is that a reference that I don't understand? Bone Jet. There's a little lag. Oh, with YouTube, I think there's always going to be a little lag. I set it to the lowest latency possible, but I think with YouTube, there's generally like a 15-second lag between chat and the stream when you use restream. Specifically when you use restream. So yeah, you are getting like a 15-second lag. That's because yesterday I forgot to mention this when I was watching your stream, because you were on YouTube. There is a lag, so there was like a 15-20 second lag every time I would write something to you. Like, it was way off from when you said the thing that I was responding to. Nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, I say way off. Like, nah, just like 15 seconds that's nothing. Alright, can I find one of these, like, fireflies? One of these 10 million fireflies? I don't think those are animals you can befriend. I think they're so tiny and flying so high that... Oh, and they're also way too fast. I'd never be able to catch one of those. Alright. Joan Jett, first name that came to mind that rhymes with bone. Alright. You're learning. You're learning. That's one of my tricks sometimes for naming Pokemon when I can't think of a specific reference. I just think for, like, what rhymes with this thing? What rhymes with fire? What rhymes with grass? What rhymes with water? What rhymes with wave? And then I'll just come up with a name that kind of works with that. Like, I prefer to have the reference names. So I have from Oh, where did I get this one? I think I got this one from Pokemon Shield. I might be wrong about that. But I have a shiny Seviper, you know, one of the snakes that Jesse and James had, and I named it Snake Suli, and that's a good reference name. Like, yeah, and it also happened to rhyme, so it's a reference and it's a rhymer. But sometimes I just go with the rhyme because it's easier. A rhyme is easier to come up with. Alright, there's a lot of bone creatures here, and then there's those like 10 million fireflies. I mean, I cannot believe my eyes. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Evios Prime turns slowly. Does not roll off the tongue. Alright. I don't feel like a floating creature is going to be good on this planet. I might have to switch planets. But I'm happy I came here. Finding those bone dudes was really cool. Like, seriously, I've played this game for about 400 hours, and I have never found sentient bones. That's brand new for me. That's really cool. Alright. The Shield of Madness. Come to me. Yeah, when you first wrote Bone Jet, I was thinking Jet from Avatar, just, you know, being a pile of bones because he's dead. But I didn't know if maybe you were going that deep with it or not. And then Joan just because it rhymed with bone. I don't know. Man, that drains my launch thrusters hard on a Corvette. Hey, apparently I have 4 people watching the stream. Thanks. I appreciate it. How are you all doing today? If any of you want to just hop in chat and say hi. And if not, that's completely cool. That is not something that will ever bother me, and I will never try to like pressure anybody into being like, you should pop into chat. I need you to pop into chat. No, I'm good. I would love it, but if you don't, I'm just happy you're here. All right. That's an ocean planet. I'm probably not going to get anything from an ocean planet. I don't feel like an empty planet's going to have any life, but maybe. Let's take a look. Now, one thing that Restream I don't think does tell you is, of those 4 viewers I have, which ones are on Twitch and which ones are on YouTube. I wonder. Knowing my trend, they're probably 3 of them are probably on Twitch, would be my guess. And then my buddy Pat is on YouTube. That'd be my guess. I keep forgetting that you can just leave the Corvettes hovering and don't have to land them. That is right. I did forget that. That is right. Alright, I'm not... Alright. An empty planet probably won't have life. But, who knows? All it takes is one. I need a floater. Oh, YouTube says 2 watching. Neat. Well, welcome the other YouTube viewer. If you ever think that my, like, asinine comments are interesting background noise, or any of my terrible gameplay is interesting background noise, feel free to check out my my channel. I have hundreds of videos of me playing video games over the years, and I've started to put out more and more recently, like a lot more. And I think I'll be putting out content at least semi-regularly for the foreseeable future, which is cool. It's very, very cool. And hopefully I'll be doing more joint streams also with my buddy there. Because we did a joint stream of Phasmo. Well, he did a joint stream. I wasn't streaming yet, again. But now I think Phasmo would be really fun to like both of us be streaming at the same time. Yeah, there's no life on this planet. Ah, this was a mistake. I knew an empty planet would be a bad choice. So for any of the other viewers, how have any of you been playing the new expedition for No Man's Sky? If you would like to talk about it in chat. And if not, that's cool. But yeah, what are you thinking of it? Is it a little basic? Do you think it's kind of just neat and relaxing? Like, what do you think? Personally, I think it's a very relaxing one, not very complex. Like, you know, yeah, it could stand to be a little bit more complex, but it's neat. I really like the spacewalking, like the refinements they've done to the spacewalking. I would say I'm a very big fan of that. That's probably my favorite edition, is that they've refined it a bit. Oh, hey, the Batman has. Look at that. He's played a little bit of the expedition. All right, I've been to Eovist Prime. Ooh, finding a floater might not be the easiest thing in the world. Hey, there we go. We got somebody on Twitch. Fer-de-Lance Enjoyer. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the chat. Have no idea about No Man's Sky, but I watched years ago when you punched the reporter in Mass Effect. Did you now? I've had enough of your disingenuous assertions. Yes! Oh, what's the reporter's name? I used to know it off the top of my head. Oh, that's gonna be bugging me. Nasina Al-Jal... Oh, no, that's not it. Nasina Al-Jalan? Is that it? Is that her name? Anyway, that's really awesome that you watched me punch the reporter way back in the day. That's really cool. What have you been up to since those days? Because that was probably around 2021. I was playing Mass Effect 2 or 3. Or 1, I guess. I guess you punched the reporter in 1 also. But yeah, that was around like 2021 I was playing the Mass Effect games. Did you ever play the Legendary Edition? Fer-de-Lance. I have not, actually. And that might be a game I start streaming relatively soon. Khalisa bin Sinan Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Yeah. That was it. See, I just hadn't heard it in so long. I just couldn't remember for the life of me. Khalisa bin Sinan Al-Jalani, Westerland News. I think it's Westerland. I don't think it's Wetterland. I think you're thinking of Alice Wetterland because you've been watching a lot of like Resident Alien. I'm pretty sure it was Westerland because that just sounds right in my head. I've had enough of your snide remarks. My favorite is disingenuous assertions. That's just a great line. Well, Fer-de-Lance, thanks for commenting. All the same, I appreciate it. And welcome back. Alright, any floating creatures nearby? I think autocorrect. Probably because you've been typing Wetterland. That makes sense. Extreme localized radioactivity detected. Oh, very nice. I must be in Southern California. Oh! Because it's so hot out there, it's radioactive. Oh! Radiation protection falling. Alright. Any animals that thrive in radioactivity? I might have to come back to this milestone. And just move on to the next milestones and hope I find a floating creature in my travels. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. So I just got to find a floating creature in a purple star system at some point. So just keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, I'm going to head for the 4th rendezvous because, yeah, just looking for a floater isn't very interesting. Hey, there's somebody's base up there. Very haphazardly placed on top of that mountain, like Tony Stark's mansion. I would go explore it, but I'm going to. Oof. After I give myself some more radiation protection. Never mind. I don't have any radiation protection. I need it to recharge on its own. Oh no. Oh, landing Corvettes sucks. Alright. Alright. I'm not gonna check out the base. With no good radiation detection. I don't wanna die. Alright, so it's in a different star system. Alright, number 1, shut a course. Oh, my hyperdrive's empty. I remember noticing that. Number 1, refill the damn hyperdrive. Good job, number 1. Number 1, shut a course. For the Unki... Okay. For the Shaxin star system. It changed its name right in the middle of me looking at it on the galaxy map. Crazy. Apparently that's what I think Gene Luck Pickard sounds like. I have a package here for a Gene Luck Pickard. Oh, John Delancey. You are a legend. Damn, how many jumps do I have to do? Okay, only 2 more. I miss being able to jump further than 1 star system. I cannot wait to be back in my own starships. I love my starships. I've worked hard for all of them. I'd say about half of them are expedition starships and half of them are ones that I just discovered on my travels. And then now a couple are pre-built, not pre-built, custom-built Corvettes with really interesting designs. Alright, where's the rendezvous? Oh, right, 1 more star system. Shut a course for the Atarius system. Do the thing with the warp thing. I miss Consensus. Yeah, Consensus was a good ship. I miss the original Crimson Comet. I do. I was very happy with her. She was a good ship. In most games of this nature where you have starting equipment and starting gear and starting ships, I always try to keep the starting stuff. Like even in the very late end game. So like good example on this was Destiny. I was one of those people that saved the original starter weapons and the original starter armor. And so like even massively post end game, like years into the game, I could still just hop into Crucible and wear the jankiest garbage imaginable. And it just made me happy. There's a black hole right there. Don't let me go, Murph. Murph. Don't let me go. It never gets old. Don't let me go, Murph. No. No. Doesn't he understand what a predestination paradox is? Clearly, this is all the stuff that's happened before. You're not changing anything. You're just doing what happened before. So clearly, you can't stop yourself from going because you're watching yourself right now from that person's future. I still have my OG ship and intend to make it S-Class someday. Oh, man. That's a lot of nanites. Let me warn you right now. That is a hell of a lot of nanites. 10,000, I believe, to make it from a C-Class to a B-Class. 25 to take it from a B to an A. And then 50,000 to take it from an A to an S. Also, holy crap, this is a gas giant. But this is a gas giant that's like right at the edge of being a star. I've never seen a gas giant with this kind of plasma. That's crazy. Oh. I'm blinded by the light. You can look at my glasses. Try to be at an angle so that my glass glare doesn't blind the audience. Oh, I'm still 20 minutes away. Jesus. All right. Downside about gas giants is they're so huge. Sometimes it's hard to hit the mark. You got to pulse away a little bit and then pulse back. try to get closer to your objective. Because gas giants are huge. Yeah, there's a reason I ain't done it yet. Yeah. It's a lot of nanites. Okay, that got me closer to the rendezvous, but I've still got at least one more pulse jump in me. Let's see. Oh, I love how pretty this game is. Alright, this should get me there. Oh, yeah. 1 second. That should probably leave it. Yes, okay, good. As long as it's under like 45 seconds in travel time, I'm fine with just going normal speed. If it's more than that, I don't know. I feel like that's why the pulse engine exists. Like, yeah, I don't really want to just go at sublight speeds for 20 minutes to get somewhere. That's where I was talking about the other day, the difference between like Elite Dangerous and No Man's Sky, and why I think No Man's Sky is superior. Because Elite Dangerous leaned more into like the ultra realism of like, you have to pilot this thing in such a complex way, you're gonna feel like you're actually flying a spaceship. And it's like, that's all well and good, but I also want a little bit of fantasy in my science fiction video game here. So sometimes in fantasy, things are a little bit simpler. And you want it to feel a little more natural and not laborious. I don't know. Like, I remember just learning how to land in Elite Dangerous. Oh, that took me a minute. My first few landings were real rough. It was fun, but after a while it's just like, oh, I wish there was an auto lander. Like, I wish I could just tell my computer, like, just land. Just land it for me. Siri, can you land this? Alexa. Hell, Skynet. I'll take Skynet at this point. If I want to go for some of my favorite AIs, like I could go for like Data or Me from the movie Love Me on Paramount. I love that movie. That has quickly become one of my absolute favorite films. I never thought I would say in my entire life that Kristen Stewart was in one of my favorite movies, but yeah, Kristen Stewart's now in one of my favorite movies. And her little AI buoy is absolutely like so sweet. I'm free, you're free. Are you free because they're about to murder you, or are you free because you're actually free? Because technically, and I learned this from Dragonheart, death is a release, not a punishment. So technically you'd be free if you were about to be killed. Technically. I always said death was a release, not a punishment, Bowen. Oh, Dragonheart. I haven't watched the original one in a while. I watched the later ones every now and again. Like, they're not bad. But the original, ooh, I haven't watched that in a minute. Dennis Quaid, oh, the bad guy. He's in so many movies, but I can't think of his name. Freaking Sean Connery. How can you forget Sean Connery? To the stars, Bowen. To the stars. Alright, well, I made the rendezvous. There's no terminal around here. My reward is 5 inventory slots for my starship and 1,000,000 units. Very nice. You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'll apply those augments. I don't need to save those. Yeah. Sweet. So, follow the Arcadia. I already have a couple completed in Phase 4, so that'll be a nice little time saver. Visit all the moons of a gas giant. I am currently on a gas giant. Don't ask how the science of that works. Um, so, okay, the way I've rationalized this in my mind, because technically you cannot land on a gas giant. Um, technically. I mean, if you could survive the ferocious gravitational forces, and the gravitational forces would be psychotic. Theoretically, there is a solid structure at the heart or somewhere near the center of a gas giant. It's just no technology we have could possibly survive those kinds of tidal forces. But technically there's something there, and this is a sci-fi game, so maybe we have the technology that just lets us survive that kind of insanity. Or, and this is my other rationalization for it, maybe when you look around outside, maybe we aren't actually on the surface of the gas giant, like effectively the core of the gas giant. Maybe we're just on a really, really low orbiting moon inside the atmosphere of the gas giant. So yeah, like there are things I could say to rationalize like how we're actually standing on a gas giant. Because scientifically speaking, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But also sci-fi, so you can forgive certain things. Like with sci-fi, you have to sometimes just forgive. You have to. Alright, so I don't think there is life forms on, not counting whispering eggs, I don't think there is proper life forms on, or there are proper life forms on a gas giant. So it'd probably be good for me to start exploring all of the moons of this particular star system. Yeah. Oh, storm crystals. Right. Good thing I noticed that. I saw storm crystals right ahead. Gas giants are great for storm crystals because don't quote me on this. I think it's always an extreme weather situation on a gas giant. To the best of my memory, every time I've been on a gas giant, it's always been extreme weather. In fact, a lot of my closest calls to death have been on gas giants. Like, you can get swept up in like massive hurricane like level tornadoes real easily. Alright, one storm crystal. Is there a sentinel on a gas giant? What the hell, dude? Get a life. Come on, Wally, get a life. Do something else. Build a tower out of trash. Oh, that's what I wanted. The cluster of storm crystals. Oh, thank God. Okay. Good. I can recharge that particular hazard protection. Alright, let's finish gathering storm crystals. Man, I would love to not be on a gas giant, because again, the sheer speed in which the atomic structure of my physical being would liquefy and stretch and be ripped apart would be staggering. But I would love to like orbit a gas giant. I would love to visit one of the moons of Jupiter and just look up at the horizon and see Jupiter in all of its majesty cresting the entire skyline. That would be the greatest moment of my life, I think. That's a dream right there. Sadly, will never happen, but that would be an amazing moment. Standing on an ice sheet on Europa, just looking up at Jupiter. Oh, that'd be so cool. You can dream. I think it would have been the one thing I would have been passionate about from a career standpoint. Would have been astronaut, if it had ever been a feasible possibility to become one. Like, that's something I could have been passionate about. That's a job I actually wouldn't hate. Even if it killed me. You know, because death happens. Yeah. It's gonna happen to all of us, so... Yeah. I wouldn't be pissed if I died in space. It would just be like, yeah, this is how I die. In space. Boop-de-boop. Time to die. I don't know, just space exploration in general. I think everything interesting in this universe is kind of off of Earth. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things here, but a lot of it gets ruined by human beings. Whereas out there, though, human beings haven't messed up 99.999999999 and so on % of the universe. And it kind of means that the universe is all the better for it. Alright, I got my stormies. Ooh, that's a shot right there. Yeah, eat it, Luke. That's how you stare at a freaking sunrise / sunset. Oh, on a gas giant. Being crushed to death by its enormous gravity. Seriously, it makes no sense. Anybody who plays No Man's Sky, like, did any of you have the same thought as I did when you were able to land on a gas giant? Like, I thought it was really cool, the idea that's like, oh, you can explore gas giants. That's neat. And then I landed on it, and I'm like, what? Did anyone else think that was weird? Because I thought it was weird. I still think it's weird. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that's a really cool formation. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Bring my ship. I mean, yeah. It makes no sense. Alright, so I need to explore all of the moons surrounding this giant ball of gas. Oh, yeah. Corvette's landing. Corvettes do not like landing. Oh, this is something I've learned. Corvettes really don't like landing. They can land, but oof. Woof. Alright, storm crystals get me oxygen and supreme defensive systems upgrade. I'll take it. Alright, now for the hard part, when you don't have a freighter that can just kind of scan all the planets. Finding all of the moons. The very first time I ever tried to survey all the moons surrounding a gas giant for one of the early expeditions after the world's update, I remember I was struggling to find all the different ones. Ow. So, like, I kept going to the same moon thinking it was a different moon. And I found, like, 6 of 7. But I couldn't find the damn 7th moon to save my life. Which was a little annoying. Just a little bit. Oh, I was up to 7 viewers. I lost somebody when I started talking about gas giants. And sad. Not a fan of gas giants. I'm a huge fan of gas giants. They're so cool. I mean, our solar system alone has like numerous really interesting gas giants. Like the Aurora that exist on like Neptune, for example, are really interesting. Like it has some of the most unique visuals in the entire solar system. Yeah, I'm a big ol' space nerd. Alright, do I actually have to... Okay, visit the moons theoretically means I need to land on them? Survey all the moons of a gas giant. View system progress. I feel like I would have to land on it at least once for it to say, whoops, what a weird landing. What a weird landing. Alright. And then touch the surface at least once? Maybe? One small step for me. Oh, it's time to go? Okay. You get the idea. Oh my god. Getting back into a Corvette when it's landed is surprisingly difficult. Has anyone else ever ran into that? Like, Corvettes do not like landing. Damn it. One giant leap for whatever the hell I am kind. What am I considered, an anomaly? A traveler? Yeah, I think I'm just considered a traveler or an anomaly. Alright, Bibok. A lost blue moon discovered by Hello Games. Bibok something. Bibok F. What a weird name. If that was procedurally generated. What a weird name. Bibokov. And if that was a person naming it, what were you thinking? Like, did you just sneeze when you named it Bibok and you just accidentally hit the F? It's a fair question, right? Like, yeah. Bibok, that's a great... oh, and send. Oh, man. Oh, man. I named it Bibok. Makes you wonder. Okay. Current system progress 1 of 5. Maybe it's... Oh, I hope it wasn't the scan. I don't think I scanned the last planet. So that might have counted the 1 of 5 as me scanning Bibok. What a name. Set a course for Bibok. Maximum warp. That's not at all what Patrick Stewart sounds like. Number 1, I need to take out number 2. Alright, let's scan Faust Minor from here. And let's see if that number ticks up to 2 of 5. Tertiary adjunct of... Yeah, it ticked up to 2 of 5. Okay, so that's... I don't have to land on them. Good to know. Tertiary adjunct of gas giant 01. Alright, looking for 3 more planets. Moons, not planets. Details matter. That's one I haven't been to. Looks like a cold planet. Moon. God, I feel like Ford from Critical Role Campaign 2. Whenever he was on a ship and he was trying to act like a proper sailor, he would say the wrong terminology and then correct himself just like I was doing. And it was always funny, every time. Alright, it didn't seem to register when I scanned this, so let's try scanning it again. Well, I've scanned it, so hopefully it says 3 of 5 next time that pops up. Ow. Can I force it to pop up again? I almost don't want to leave the planet, the moon, freaking Ford, until I'm sure. Oh, it's a tiny little moon. Look how fast I just came up on it. It's adorable. No, it's still 2 of 5. Okay, so... Interesting. Was this the planet I started on? I don't think it was. No, but there will definitely be a floating creature here. Probably. I just noticed what type of planet it was. Usually there's like little floating hexagons on these planets. And I need to befriend a floating creature. Ah, there's something alive. And these planets tend to only have one life form, so if this thing is an appropriate floating creature, then it might suffice for the milestone. God, I don't see it though. Is it just really small? Did I just find a wee little lad? Alright, I have to keep my visor up because I keep losing sight of where they're so fast. Oh, I'll never catch that. I need to befriend you. I have creature pellets. That sounded creepier than I intended it to. I have snacks. I got some candy if you want to have some. Oh, offer food. I got him. And that's how it's done. That is how it's done. I don't even see what this creature looks like. It's so tiny. But I got it. So I just befriended Ant-Man or something. Neat. Oh, there he is. I still can't see him. He is that tiny. I have befriended like a microscopic life form. Like that alien from that weird movie, Section 31. A movie I enjoyed, but it definitely was not good Star Trek. Like if you turn off your brain enough, like, yeah, you can have fun with it. Like, and it has Michelle Yeoh in it, who is awesome in like everything she's ever been in. But yeah, that movie was not great, but it did have a really cool thing. A microscopic life form. That was really cool. I liked that. That was actually my favorite part of the whole movie, was that microscopic life form. It was a cool idea. So if anybody saw Section 31 and you hated it, let me know why. Because I understand. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with the hate, but I do understand it. Fully. Alright, I need to find 2 more moons. Also, I need to still scan this gas giant, because apparently I never got around to scanning it. There we go. Notavi. Notsvi. Notsvi. That's the name. So I noticed that we got another viewer. How are you doing today? You been playing any No Man's Sky? You try out the new Expedition? You been building any Corvettes since they introduced the Corvette features? Which are actually really cool. A little buggy, but very cool. Very, very cool. A huge leap forward for No Man's Sky. Like some of the Corvettes I've built on my main save, I'm really proud of those. Like they're really cool. You could really go crazy with it. Although I hope they add more ship pieces. Like I'm really big on that. They don't have enough ship pieces. Like enough to actually allow you to build like different types of angles. Like to get rounded structures on your builds. I think I've been to Bibok F. Oh man. Alright. This is the hard part of a gas giant, finding moons you haven't already been to. Alright, I think I've been to this one, but let's check it to be sure. Anyone else ever have trouble navigating gas giants trying to find a new moon? So I definitely made the right decision earlier. When I was after the anomalous floating creature before, trying to get that milestone, I was not finding one, and I abandoned it, thinking I'll just continue on the expedition and hopefully I'll find one. And then I found one. So I made the right call there. Alright. That red thing is probably just a star. So... Oh, I saw the name. I don't remember that name. Uezin. So I feel like that's a new moon. That's no moon. That's the moon of a moon. Simply enough, The Predator is a bad movie I enjoyed watching. Section 31 is a bad movie I didn't enjoy watching. Still never been to a gas giant. Okay, you know, I'm sad you didn't enjoy it at all. Like, I thought it was a bad movie. I did. I'm not. As a lifelong Star Trek fan, I can say, like, it was absolutely not what I was hoping it would be. In any way, shape, or form. But, like, there were a few things about it I did think were kind of, like, fun. Like, there were a few things that were fun. A few interesting characters. A lot of not interesting characters, but a few interesting ones. Some interesting visuals here and there. Like, I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it at all. Like, yeah. I found enough in it where I could smirk and be like, "Ah, oh, that's something. That's a thing." Have I ever felt inclined to rewatch Section 31? No, I have not. Do I see myself rewatching it? One day, but not anytime soon. But absolutely, I would watch that again one day. Probably for background noise, probably when I just need something on. There's a lot of movies I put on just for background noise. When I just don't know what I'm in the mood for, I'll just put something on. Usually something I'm familiar with, and then I'll start drawing, I'll start playing a video game. Okay, so I've been to 4 of 5 tertiary adjunct of Gas Giant 01. Ha 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 ha. The hardest part is going to be finding this 5th planet. Moon. It's not a planet. It's a moon. Alright, I know I've been to Bibok F. I've been to Uajin. What's the one I just came from? Yeah, Uajin. Not gonna lie, I don't remember which. I don't remember all the names. Oh boy. Alright, finding this 5th moon is gonna be a pain. Is that a moon? No, it's just a star in the star field. That's the space station. That's no space station, that's a moon. Yeah, I've definitely been to Puvaki or whatever. Alright, it could be on the exact opposite side of the gas giant. So let's fly this direction to the other side of the gas giant. And then see if I can find this moon. Alright, I was up to 7 viewers, now I'm down to 5. So those 2 people were not Section 31 fans. Again, neither was I. I'm not defending the movie. I'm just trying to say, like, it wasn't all bad. Like, I've watched some genuine garbage before. I sat through The Tree of Life. That Brad Pitt movie that everyone was, like, gushing over around, like, 2010, 2011. I don't remember, somewhere around then. That is That film might be the biggest turd I've ever watched. Ooh, I sat through that Gem movie with Adam Sandler. Oh, what was it called? It wasn't The Righteous Gemstones. That's a really funny TV show with like Walter Goggins. Oh, damn it. There was a movie Adam Sandler did where he was like some kind of piece of garbage in New York, like con artist, who the entire movie, every word he says, you just want him to shut the hell up. Like, he's so annoying. And somehow I sat through that whole movie. But I remember watching the movie, just my brain started hurting. Like, it's rare I ever start something and don't want to finish it. And somehow I did finish it, but man, I didn't want to finish that movie. So that movie and Tree of Life are like maybe the two worst movies I've ever seen. A moon is just a planet with codependency issues. You're not technically wrong, but scientifically speaking, details matter. And if, a moon, protoplanet, planet, gas giant, like, they're different. They're all different for reasons. Yeah, I knew this was going to be the hardest thing in the world. Finding all of the moons. Damn it. This is where a freighter comes in real handy. But this character doesn't have one of those. Oh, I know a good trick I could do. Well, maybe not a trick. Get myself a better, like, view of my entire surroundings. Use photo mode. I forgot I used to do this. Use photo mode to kind of just, like, do a 360 view of everything around you and see if you can see the moon. Not really how photo mode was intended to be used, but it's a good way of using it. I have done this before. Not seeing anything that looks like a moon, though. I'm at the store. My connection is unstable. Oh, fun. What store, out of curiosity? A good one or one that we should be boycotting because they suck? There's a lot of those ones right now. Oh, 2025, man. There's a lot of stores that are getting real skeevy. They're doing things that are not great. Personally, I think we should all be boycotting Amazon. Like, they're just a disgusting company that needs to treat their workers better. Like, yeah, their shipping is phenomenal. They cannot be beat, but they're still a disgusting company. Like, we should be boycotting the hell out of them. I'm not seeing any gas giants right here. Or gas giants. Moons. Details matter. This probably is not the most riveting stream. Looking for the fifth moon of a gas giant. Oh. I've been to that moon? Come on, name. Yeah, I've been to Ujin. Ooh. Have I been to you? Name? So we got another viewer. How are you doing today? You been playing any No Man's Sky, or are you just hopping in because you think No Man's Sky is neat, or you're just checking it out? I've been to Puvadiyada. I cannot pronounce some of the names. Pezukavi E39. I've been there. So it's not Pezukavi. Which, by the way, that name does not roll off the tongue. Where are you going to go this weekend? Pezukavi. I mean, I know for a fact I've been to Ujin. But I'll scan it anyway, just in case. If anybody has any good ideas, any good tricks about how to find this fifth moon, like that I might just not be aware of, feel free to let me know. I'd love to learn a new trick. Yeah, I've been playing No Man's Sky on and off again for about 9 years, but there's always stuff to learn. Ooh, I don't remember any of these planets' moons being green. Just because I don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen. Human memory is unreliable at best. Though I usually have a really, really good memory. Though now that I'm in my 30s, I have had a few moments where I've just found myself looking up to the sky and asking, why the hell did I come into this room? I came in here for a reason. Why? Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong game. So I started mashing down on my D-pad to exit warp right there. That's how you exit warp in Star Trek Online. Very different game. Alright, there was another moon. Somewhere in this general vicinity. Let's see. So we got the greenie right there. That's the gas giant. Oh! Is that it? Oh, please don't just be a little meteor that looks like a moon. And please don't be one I've already been to. Oh! I am over looking for a moon. I want to go to a planet and get in a fight with robots. I want to find a fire-breathing dragon and ride it into battle. Like, I don't want to just fly around looking for moons with different names. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't think I've been there. Please, proc the mission. Please let me be done searching for the fifth moon. I feel like the name Envy would have popped in my head. Alright, let's try landing and see if that counts. Ooh, this is a cool looking planet. Alright, come on, proc that mission. Proc that milestone. Do it! Yes! Yes! Yeah. I'm done searching for the fifth moon. Yes! Oh, that was surprisingly annoying. And I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. Every time I've tried to find all the moons around a gas giant, the gas giant is so big, it blocks so much of the view of all the moons that you can't. Sometimes it's easy to mix up which ones you've been to. So you keep going to the same ones over and over again, trying to find the other ones. Wait. Oh man. Okay, I thought the floating guy I found counted for the milestone, but it didn't. Oh man. I still have to find a floater, and I haven't been looking at all these moons. Damn it. Spacewalk into a black hole. The last one of the star systems I was in, this one or the last one, had a black hole. So that should be pretty easy. Spacewalk into a black hole, though. Again, are we in Interstellar? I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, it worked out for him, but I don't think it's a good idea. Alright. Well, it's got to be in purple star system, so let's look. This is the most lush moon I have found around this gas giant. Let's see if any of these are floaters. There's a lot of life on this planet. Aw, he's a little cutie. But he's not a floater. Alright, let's start scanning them so I know which ones I've been to and which ones I haven't. So far, these are all land-based. Oh, is that one of those hopscotch wieners? Let's go take a look. A lot of planets in the galaxies, like in the universe, have like hopscotch wieners. No, you're like a. I don't even know how to describe you. You're like a Yoda bug. Sorry, I'm not chasing you. I know it looks like I'm chasing you, but I'm not. Have you seen any anomalous floating creatures? Because I really need an anomalous floating creature. Grr. See, tame wild creatures, companion register, find creatures on planets with the analysis visor in purple star systems, which means gas giant systems, right? Yeah. Curiouser and curiouser. So I should have been surveying all those moons I landed on looking for life, but I thought I'd already gotten the milestone when I got that little, like, microscopic creature that got me talking about the thing from section 31. Alright. Teach me the Gek word for Gek, or the Vy'keen word for Vy'keen. It's Vy'keen? I never would have guessed. Alright. It's not looking good for Envy. Let's see. Well, now that I'm not looking for new ones, let's go back to that last one I was at. Because I didn't really spend any time surveying because I didn't think I needed to. Whoopsie doodles. If only it were this easy to get around our own solar system. Can you imagine how different things would be? Whoa, I jumped up to 10 viewers. That's crazy. Oh, welcome. I am just playing the new expedition in No Man's Sky. How are you all doing today? Any of you guys been playing No Man's Sky? Like keeping up with the updates? Building corvettes? Doing the various expeditions? And I'm curious, where are any of you from right now? In terms of platform. You don't have to tell me where you're from. That'd be weird. But, yeah, I'm currently using Restream to stream on both Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So I'm always curious, like, you know, where people are coming from. Like, I've never historically streamed on YouTube before, only Twitch. So it's kind of new for me streaming on YouTube. Ooh, they're flying. Oh, but those are birds. They're not anomalous floating creatures. So they wouldn't count. I think they want me to find like one of those floating energy life forms or one of those floating hexagons. One of those crazy creatures that just is always floating around on I think anomaly planets. I think they're actually called anomalies. Like my main home in my main file on No Man's Sky, Deep Space 69. It has it's an anomaly planet, and it has a cool like floating creature. I'd love to show that off right now, but I'm currently on the expedition and won't be able to go back to Deep Space 69 until I finish this expedition. It's a cool base though. I put a lot of work into it. God, I probably spent like 20 hours building that base. I put a lot of time into the design. I wanted to make it like a hub. Like a huge hub for people to explore. Anybody here ever dig into the really deep, complex base building that this game can really get into? Because on the surface, it almost seems a little simplistic, the base building, but you can really use the various parts to build some complex things. It's pretty cool. Like, I've found some really cool bases on my travels over the years. Like, I found people building giant monolithic robots out of just various, like, parts. It's really cool. Very Tears of the Kingdom. Like, they build just giant penis robots, basically. Just like Link in Tears of the Kingdom. Just like classic Legend of Zelda. Running around on his giant robot with flamethrowers for penises. Just another day in Hyrule. Link, you need to come and save me. Get off that damn robot, please. I've been asking you to save me for 100 hours. What are you doing? I'm lost in time. Or something. Oh, one day I'll beat Tears of the Kingdom. I've played the hell out of it, but I still haven't beaten it, which is not great. And it's not because I didn't love Tears of the Kingdom. I did. I just kept getting distracted by other things. And I kept having the insistence in my own mind that I wanted to 100% the game before I beat it. And so I would, every time I go back into the game, I'm just doing more of the side objectives and more of the collectibles and completionist stuff. But then I get distracted and I keep not beating the game. Alright, I know I searched this planet before looking... Oh no, this is the planet I did get the floater on. Moon! Not planet, it's a moon. I gotta stop doing that. Alright, what am I on right now? Pezucavi. I've discovered the only fauna on this planet. And it doesn't even have a picture, it's so small. Alright, so yeah, no point in searching here anymore for an anomalous floating creature. Even though that is an anomalous floating creature. Do I have to register it maybe? Maybe that's what it wants me to do. I was hoping the milestone would proc. Sad. I might have to just find a YouTube video with portal coordinates to a planet that has an anomalous floating creature. Because I have not been having luck finding this little guy. Alright, you know what? On that front, I'm gonna just spacewalk into... yeah, I'm gonna... Before I spacewalk, I'm gonna follow the Fireship Arcadia. I'm gonna continue on with the milestones. Gotta keep it interesting. Yeah, I could search all day for a floating entity, but you know what? Nah. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. So let's craft another rangefinder. Oh, metal plating. Oh, that's a weird glitch. Alright. Let's find us a wreck. Man, a lot of people wreck their ships in the middle of deep space. I'll tell you that. Makes you wonder, like, if there is life out there in the universe. And there's like actual, like, realistic travel between stars, like in between the void of like infinite space. You gotta wonder how many ships are out there just floating dead because, you know, people sucked at doing what they did, which was exploring space. You know, how much is out there just floating around, just waiting for people to discover it? Like, oh yeah, here's a ship. Here's this alien's version of the event horizon just floating around. Connection was bad in there. Don't know what I missed. Explore those moon splur. Oh my god. Moon plasteroidettes. Good god. Welcome back, Patman. You didn't miss much. I was just looking for an anomalous floating creature and failed. And I'll find that later. Ooh, I got something I'd never gotten before. Unusual valve. Probably one of those treasures you just sell. Of course thermal protection is falling. I'm floating in the cold of space. Ooh, why doesn't this want to explode? Come on. Interesting. I feel like this is bugged. Yeah, see, you see the health on that? The health on that is not going down, but I'm very clearly shooting it. The hitbox might be merging with something else. Oh well, whatever. I don't need that. Let's find the little floating voice recorder. Ah, there it is. Sometimes I wish they actually had audio. Oh, my inventory's full. Good lord. Good lord, I miss my fully upgraded inventory. Like, so badly I miss my fully upgraded inventory. Alright. Log of the Fireship Arcadia. Date stamp 22594.16. We just saw them. They out the airlock. Just floating there. Their dicks fell off. Could hear them singing. Terrible music. It was awful. Country. Get us home. Please. Ooh, it does not look good for the Arcadia. They had to listen to country music. Oh, I would rather die in the void of space than listen to country music. Let me tell you that. Oh God, yeah, I think that would be preferable. Because at least dying in the void of space would be relatively fast. Like, anybody here ever watch the show Avenue 5? They have people getting spaced in that, and the death is pretty damn instantaneous. Or at least it looks pretty damn instantaneous, even if maybe it isn't. Oof. Some pretty gruesome deaths in that show. For a really funny show. Like, that show should have gotten a third season. Alright, so I got that. Repair kits. Oh, I probably need to empty my inventory before I can collect it. I guess I don't need to keep the logs of all the fireship stuff, so they're just taking up my inventory at this point. I'm not going to deliver these logs to the loved ones of the people who might have been on that ship. You know, I'm not going to give closure to their widows. No, not today. Did you find my husband's lost starship? I did. Did you find any knickknacks, any voice recordings, any notes where he told me he loved me? I think I did, but I threw them away. You did what? Yeah, I tossed it. It was taking up room. Why would you do that? You know, it's taking up room. You know, I had to pick up that slime. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm a loot goblin. You know, it's what I am. I'm a loot goblin who likes to loot. My first thought when I'm playing in any Dungeons and Dragons game, when an NPC dies, isn't, oh my god, we need to comfort the friend of that NPC. No, it's loot the body. Do I find anything useful on that dead thing's body? Alright, let's spacewalk into a black hole. I feel like that's how I'll die in real life. I will spacewalk into a black hole. Don't ask how, but it's gonna happen. Oh look, coincidentally, there's the Fireship Arcadia. Alright, is there a black hole in this star system, or was that the previous star system? I think it was the previous star system. Alright, number 1, set a course for the Awadak Zawar star system. Do the thing with the warp thing. Sir, you gotta stop saying that. It doesn't sound smart. You should just say make it so or engage. No, do the thing. Yeah, I like that. Do the thing with the warp thing. Bring me that black hole. Some people might say bring me that horizon. No, I say bring me that black hole. Extreme gravitational anomaly detected. I think I'm gonna walk into that. I think that seems like a great idea. I won't die at all. If anybody is interested, look up from a scientific standpoint what spaghettification is. Because, yeah, if my physical being actually even survived the tidal gravitational forces near a black hole, yet alone the accretion disk of the black hole, spaghettification would absolutely happen. Your molecules would be stretched so badly. My God, I cannot imagine something more gruesome than the idea of like flying into a black hole. Also, I feel like I'm really far from this black hole. I don't feel like I can fly into it from here. I think I need to get way closer. Who here has ever flown into a black hole in No Man's Sky before? I have done it, but it's been a while. It's been a while. If memory serves, it just like launches you really far through space and just damages the hell out of your ship. If memory serves. Okay, I don't actually want to fly into it. Not with my spaceship. I want to fly into it with my body. Let's see what happens. Let's see if spaghettification happens. Oh yeah, this feels like a great idea. Let's do this in third person. Let's see myself die. Ooh, that could also be a great thumbnail for this stream. Just me falling into a black hole. Capture screenshot. Yeah, this feels like a good idea. We believe it or not, I'm flying to my death. I never thought I would die so dumb. Such an avoidable way to die. My God. It's full of stars. That's actually really... I'm going to capture a screenshot of that. That's pretty. Oh! I'm going to capture a screenshot of that. Of me looking at the 2001 Space Odyssey thing. I traveled 1,299 light years. And I am in the dead of space. Never mind. I traveled 100,000 light years. Is that right? Cross the event horizon on foot. And I completed phase 4 by jumping into a black hole and somehow surviving, a la Interstellar. Spoiler alert. Black holes aren't as dangerous as you would think. That's what Interstellar will teach you. Alright, let's summon my ship. Or I guess a recovery starship. It's convenient that they let you do that. Please call a space Uber. Please pick me up. I'm floating in the void and I am going to die. Please send help. That's the sequel to Life of Pi, where in the trailer it's like I'm trapped on a life raft with a tiger. Please send help. Mine is just like I'm floating in the void, about to die. Please send help. Also with a tiger. Don't ask how. Alright. Somehow I survived flying into a black hole. Don't question it. It's one of those things you just gotta turn off your brain and say, like, yeah, sure. Because science. Why not? My inventory still has a little bit of room, so I can probably turn in that. Memory fragments, defense shit. I could use the defense shit. That would have helped me out before with the sentinels. And terrifying sample. I'm down to 9 viewers. I lost one. They were not a fan of black holes, or they're not a fan of Interstellar. Maybe when I brought up Interstellar, they're like, I hate that movie. It was so implausible. That ending. It was, oh, I love that movie so much. I love that damn movie. Say what you will about the sci-fi nature of that ending. That was, I don't know. I thought it was a really cool movie. Wings of Aaron plans, Aaron pillar plans, and Aaron pyramid plans. Ooh. I feel like those are Corvette parts. Ooh. I am excited to have new Corvette parts. But the black hole in Interstellar wasn't a real black hole. It was an artificial singularity created by incorporeal future humans to talk to the past, so it's different. Technically, incorporeal fifth dimension. Actually, we don't know that they were incorporeal. Fifth dimensional beings would theoretically still have a corporeal form, or they could have a corporeal form. They would just be their form would just be beyond our ability to comprehend. Theoretically. We don't actually know because fifth dimensions, we can't perceive that. But yes, artificial black hole. Okay. I'm going to hit you with some logic here then, the Pap Man. You can't spell artificial black hole without black hole. Boom. Mic drop. Boom goes the dynamite. All right. Reach the final rendezvous. Let's do it. I throw my mic drop in the air sometimes. 'Cause this mic drop was made to fly. Reach out and drop that mic in the sky. I wish this Corvette was a little bit closer, but I'll run across the entire freaking space station. My rocket boots don't always proc. So yeah, I haven't said it for a few minutes, but thank you to all the 9 viewers I currently have. I hope you're enjoying my asinine background noise, my singing random songs with bad lyrics, and my bad gameplay, and my nerdy movie references and video game references and science talk. I've been doing a little bit of science talk. So, like spaghettification. That's why I said singularity, not black hole, so boom right back. I mean, you said, but you also said before singularity, technically. Or did you? Shit, no you didn't. Okay, you were right. You were right. I'll give you that. I can admit when I'm wrong, and you were right. I thought you said technically wasn't a real black hole, but no, you didn't say that. Okay. Fair. You are correct. I bow to your greatness in this moment. The Patman. Really good new streamer. You guys should, anybody watching should check out his YouTube channel. He makes really good, interesting videos, opinion videos, detailing like his thoughts on various like video games that captured like the zeitgeist of the moment. So like a lot of classic games. He's working on Titanfall 2 right now, but he's done like Half-Life Alyx for like kind of a big VR game for its time, and he's done Dark Souls. He's done Jedi Fallen Kingdom. He's done Minecraft. Like his videos are really good. He's done Subnautica. Like they're really interesting, well edited, scripted videos. like 10, 15 minutes, like nothing too crazy. So like, yeah, if you're looking for some good content, check out the Patman's YouTube videos. He makes really good content. And he's just started streaming also. So he yesterday was streaming No Man's Sky. He was also doing Expedition 20. And he's also just a really cool dude. So if you want to, send him some love. In pimping him out, forgot what I was doing. Okay, X is going to the rendezvous. Hopefully it adjusted so that it isn't too far of a jump away. Because I did go through the black hole and end up like 100,000 light years away. So that would suck if I was really, really, really far away. It might have. God. Make sure I set the rendezvous point as my final. Should I portal back to my previous star system? I think I should. And then see if the warping is closer. Aw, shucks, thanks, man. You have gotten me viewers during your streams. Yeah, thanks. I don't know if I've gotten you viewers. A couple of the people from my that first stream back seemed really intrigued by my description of your YouTube channel. Ah, subs. Yeah. No, your YouTube channel, though, is really interesting. Like, you're making legitimately interesting content. Like, my stuff is mostly just, like, you know, me playing video games, so it's not scripted. Occasionally I'll have a how-to video or a time-lapse drawing out, but usually my stuff's just like full plays. So like your stuff I think is more interesting. My stuff's, you know, great background noise, I think. But yeah, your stuff has more like heart put into it. More attention to detail put into it. Not that I don't put heart into my stuff, I really do. Like, I've put a lot of heart into trying to get my stream to look a lot more professional these last few, this last, like, week. Whew. Making custom overlays. I haven't gotten any new follows, but if I did get a new follow, theoretically I have a new custom alert that I have built. I did use that PNG I sent you earlier, Pat. I did set it up so that it's my alert now for if I get any new follows or subscriptions. And I'm excited to see it pop up one day, just a giant Mario doing his King Shark thing. Did I run the wrong direction? I did. I ran the wrong direction. I ran the wrong direction in the space station. Yeah, I just did the dumbest thing I could have done. I started running towards the wrong end of the space station. I meant to do that. I was showing you what not to do on a space station. This has been, I'm going to turn this into a YouTube video. This was a how to not be an idiot in No Man's Sky. Don't run the wrong direction on the space station. You know, please like, comment, and subscribe. Nah, I'll never say that. Those are 3 words I will never say. Outside of just saying it right now in jest. I will never actually say those words. I'll never beg for likes, comments, or subscriptions. Like, nah. If you like them, cool. If you don't, cool. The fact that you're here, 9 people who are viewing me right now, that's what matters to me more than anything else. Like, the fact that you're here. Thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart. I think that's the coolest thing in the world, that 9 people are watching me play No Man's Sky right now. That's freaking awesome. And I'm grateful to every one of you. I hope you're all having a great day. If any of you are currently playing No Man's Sky, let me know how you're feeling about the latest updates, or how you're feeling about the new expedition. Or if you're playing something else right now and you're just using this as background noise, like, what are you playing? I'd love to hear about it. I'm always in the market for new video games, or I'm always looking to do some nerd talk about games that I'm familiar with. So like, let's say you're playing Breath of the Wild. I'd love to talk Breath of the Wild. All right, I need to go to my previous star systems. That says Rendezvous 5 nearby systems, so let's warp to the Atarius station. I think that is my previous system. So yeah, I made the right call going back to the portal. Because I feel like I would have had to manually warp 100,000 light years to get back to the expedition route. And that would not be great. That would be really bad. Yeah, see, look at that. I have traveled over 108,000 light years, and most of that was the black hole. And not the terrible Disney movie. The black hole. Oh, I have not seen that movie since I was a kid. I wonder if it's as terrible as I remember. The black hole. I don't know. I don't have Disney Plus anymore because Disney is one of the worst companies in the world, and I decided that I don't want to give them my money. So, yeah, I know that they had the black hole on Disney Plus. Pity I didn't watch it before I rightfully canceled my Disney Plus. Apologies to anybody who might be a fan of Disney. Like, yeah, I like certain things that people have made under the Disney name, but I don't like Disney as a company. Like, I like a lot of classic Disney movies. I love Mulan. Like the animated one from back in the day. I love the animated Aladdin, Lion King. I like those classics. I liked the 2017 live action remake of Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was really good. I think people were very mixed on that one, but I really loved it. But the company, the company has always grossed me out, like my entire life. Something about them's always just giving me skeevy vibes, and as I've gotten older, like as I've gotten into my 30s, for example, like I've really just started to see the ugliness beneath the candy-coated shell of Disney, like the candy-coated heart of darkness beneath all of it. Ugh. Like they really ruin everything they touch. Like they really do. By trying to like overly monetize and force feed slop to everybody, Disney kind of ruins everything. Like, while good Marvel has been made under the Disney name, overall they have kind of, like, Disney has kind of ruined Marvel. Even though good things have been made under the name. I really do think good things have come out since Disney has taken over Marvel. Daredevil Born Again was really good. Thunderbolts was really good. I thought it was really good. A lot of people did too. Fantastic Four was really good. We're not going to talk about Brave New World. We're not going to mention that one. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Like, those were really good. But the overall direction has just fallen pretty dramatically since Disney took over. Is it this star? Was it this star system, or was it one more jump? It was one more jump. Okay. And the same kind of with Star Wars. Like, great Star Wars has been made since Disney took over. Like, Andor is great. Best thing Star Wars has probably ever done. I mean, I do like all of the seasons of The Mandalorian, even if season 3 was not my favorite. Like, it was good. It wasn't as good as seasons 1 or 2, but in my opinion, but it was good. But I don't know. It almost feels like a cohesive vision just doesn't exist anymore. I really liked The Acolyte, but no one else liked The Acolyte. Like, I thought it was really, I thought it was unique. I thought it was creative. I thought they were trying to be different. And that's what I really liked about it. But I guess that's what everyone else hated about it. I don't know. I really liked the Acolyte. I liked Darth Jason. Jason Mendoza. But yeah, Disney ruins everything. I stand by that. And I don't see me ever getting back Disney Plus for any reason. There's one thing I miss. And there's one thing I think I'll always miss. And it's the, I own them, so it's not a big deal. It's just the ease of access isn't there anymore. The ability to just randomly, whenever I'm in the mood, put on a random episode of the Clone Wars. Because that show is amazing. That show is probably the best thing Star Wars has ever done. Actually, like, no offense to Andor. But yeah, that show was really good. And I loved just being able to, like, I had a long day at work. I'm gonna put on this random episode of Clone Wars where Obi-Wan goes undercover with criminals. It's like, I'm gonna put on this random episode where, you know, Ahsoka, you know, cuts off the heads of 4 Mandalorians in one lightsaber strike. Like, yeah. I'm gonna put on this Jar Jar Binks episode. Like, why not? I'm gonna put on this Padme episode where she's dealing with banking issues. Why the hell not? I even like those episodes. So yeah, that's the one thing I miss about Disney Plus, is the ease of access. But I own the whole series, so I can watch them whenever I want. I just have to go through more steps. Ow! My poor spaceship. My poor baby. I did not mean to crash you. I'm so sorry. I think you have a ton of heart as a streamer. It's a different skill from making edited videos. Believe me, one is not greater than the other. Wow! How much... Did you just hear that, or are you just responding to that way later? Because that was like 10 minutes ago. Like, I know that there's a little lag between what you're hearing and what I'm saying, but like 15 seconds, not like 10 minutes. Like, because of restream, there's like a 15-second time lag between chat. Oh, I lost a viewer. Sad. But thank you to the 7 people that are still around. Like, that's awesome. Like, I really am happy that anybody would want to watch me just play video games and talk about nerdy crap. So thank you. And Clone Wars is still probably my favorite Star Wars, full stop. Yeah, no, I think it's my favorite Star Wars. You can't see it right now because it's in the exact opposite direction of my webcam. I still have the movie poster for the pilot release of the Clone Wars when you and I went to theaters at midnight. I don't know if you remember that, Patrick. You and I went to go see the pilot in theaters at midnight. And they gave away promotional movie posters. And I have that framed. And it is currently in the direction of my my TV that I use as a computer monitor. And it'll always be on display because that is one of my favorite things. And it's a good memory. It was a good night. I had a lot of fun. Just responding late, got home and have to do some yard work ahead of a delivery tomorrow. Tonaro. What does Tonaro mean? Hell yeah, I remember that. That was a great night. Like, I remember everybody else in the audience being so confused because I think they thought it was going to be something very different than it ended up being. I don't think some of the people understood that it was the pilot of a TV show. I think they thought it was going to be a full-fledged proper movie. Like, so I remember some people, we could hear them being a little disappointed, but like you and I were like, that was interesting. But we hated Ahsoka. And my God, if we only knew how amazing of a character Ahsoka was going to become. Like, you and I were both pooping all over her the entire drive home. And we were in the garage for like 3 hours after just talking about, like, how is she going to die? How is Anakin going to kill the crap out of her? Man, were we wrong. We were so wrong. Oh, that was fun. We had a lot of good times like that. I miss that. Gold, silver, platinum, and 300 nanites. Solid rewards for getting to... Oh, my inventory's full. Grr. You know, I'm more surprised than anything else right now, Pat, that I've maintained a pretty steady, like, 7 to 10 viewers almost this entire stream. That's pretty cool. Like, I'm pretty happy about that. We were making bets about how horribly she would die. Oh, yeah, we were. Like, there was no version of existence where we thought she wasn't gonna die, right? Like, there was no version. Like, there was zero part of us that was like, oh, yeah, she's gonna make it. No. Of course she wasn't gonna make it. Let's see, what can I toss? Or, do I have room in my starship? I do. Oh, my starship's too far away. I can toss... I have 2 stacks of these radiant shards. I don't need that. I don't need a Kino Stream thruster. I have those on my main file. Yeah, good memories, bud. A lot of good memories. A lot of good times in that garage after seeing a movie. I remember after we saw Star Trek 2009, like you and I were just nerding out about like the ramifications of what it meant, like what happened to Vulcan. Like we were just nerding out for hours in that garage. Our neighbors probably hated us. I remember after Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, we were just so defeated. Like we were just in that garage like, wow, that movie was not what we wanted it to be. Like we were so disappointed. Oh, so many memories. Joke's on me, she's now my favorite Star Wars character. She is also my favorite Star Wars character. Yeah, she is full stop and without a doubt my completely 100% favorite Star Wars character, Ahsoka Tano. Her character story is one of the most epic, heartfelt, and like drawn out, elaborate stories of a character in science fiction. Like her character has been places and done things. My God. And I became emotionally invested in her character. Not every character can get you emotionally invested. We saw the sun come up in that garage after the Dark Knight. Yeah, we did. My God. I remember just the conversation about how disappointed we were that the Dark Knight ended. Like, we were, what, almost it's almost a 3-hour movie, something like that? 2.5 hour, 3-hour movie. And I remember we were getting close to the end of the movie, and we were thinking, I don't want this movie to be done. Like, I hope that there's more. Like, this movie's so good. And, like, that was our biggest complaint with the movie, was that it ended. That's a good complaint to have about a movie, was that it ended. Because that means that the movie did something right, because you wanted to watch it. I glimpsed the crimson orb between the clouds. A vast and baleful eye, unblinking and monstrous. Fear turned the blood in my veins to ice. I was so afraid it would see me, but then the clouds moved and it was gone. Like my dick. I was no longer certain if it had ever been real. Perhaps the fungal deposits from the last world I visited are still clogging my exosuit vents, or my butt, affecting my cognition and my poopability somehow. I have cleaned my filters 6 times now. Feces is still everywhere, but I still feel it inside me. The poop. The madness. I discover something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's data log. Data log? Get it? Like poop? Ha ha ha. Ba-dunch. You got that one for free. Hey. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey. It's a piece of poop. And some nanites. He left me his log. Ha 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 ha. Alright. I maybe got like one more milestone in me, and then I probably will call it for the night. I say the night. For me, it's the night because my sleep schedule is so much different than the average human being's. And I'm very aware of how freakish my sleep schedule is. Don't get me wrong. I'm very aware of it. Discover creatures. Discover animal life on the planet. On a specific planet. Alright, so I've discovered 8 animals on this very specific planet. That is good to know. I think that's the planet I'm on, right? Anma Omega. That is the planet I'm on. Okay, so I need to discover 8 creatures here. What other things do I have? Gather polished stone from relic worlds. Oh, I think I was on a fossil world. Damn it. So I'll have to go back to a fossil world. Assemble a complete fossil exhibit. I was on a fossil world. Catch fish. Okay, okay. Well, let's see if I can scan some creatures in the next, like, 4 minutes. I mean, there's definitely creatures to scan. Stand still! This must be how reporters feel trying to get a straight answer out of Trump. Oh, he got political. Stand still. Why are you not making sense? Yeah, I get topical sometimes. Oh, it's funny because it's not. You like how serious I got there? It's funny because it's not. I laugh to keep from crying. Oh, 2025. What a year. What a god-awful, terrible year. Ow. That plant just slapped me in the face. Alright, does this planet have an ocean? If so, some of this animal life might be in the water. Not seeing any more new species. Oh, we're on like a Pandora planet. We got floaty rocks. Neat. Unobtainium, baby. Oh, what a name. Unobtainium. It's almost as bad as hard to findium from an episode of Green Lantern, the animated series. When they went to the Steam Lantern planet in another universe. His suit was powered by an element so rare they called it hard to findium. And I think it was at that moment, like, I love that show. I think that was a phenomenal show. But in that exact moment, my brain did the blue screen for like 10 or 15 seconds. It's like, oh, that's what the writers came up with. Funny. That's a funny joke. Hard to find him. I get it, because it's hard to find. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. He ho. Okay. Yeah, I'll bet there's a Kevin Costner area on here. I bet there's a water world somewhere on here. And the remaining 4 species would probably be in the water. How many more do I need? Yeah, I found 4 of 8. So I might have to finish up the rest of these ones next time. I say finish up. I am probably going to be streaming a little bit when I get up. Which, granted, is a crazy time for the vast majority of people. So, like, I might stream for a couple of hours around midnight. Maybe. Probably. But then I have to get ready for work very, very early. It had to be a joke at Avatar's expense. Unobtainium. You know, I still haven't seen Avatar 2. The Way of Water. Never got around to it. Gotta be honest, like, I'm a fan of the original Avatar. I am. I don't think it's the breakthrough movie that a lot of people think it is. Like, I think it's a good movie. Like, I really enjoy rewatching it when I do rewatch it, but I wasn't exactly excited for The Way of Water. How did you feel about it, Pat? And did you see it? And if so, what did you think? And if anybody else watching right now has seen either of the Avatar films, do you think Avatar 1 is overrated, but still a good movie? And what did you think of the second one without giving spoilers? Because I have not seen it. It's on my list. It's not high on my list. Like, I'm in no rush to see it. But, like, yeah, I'm curious. Sure. Oh, we got another viewer. We're up to 7. Welcome, new viewer. How are you doing today? I don't know which platform you're on, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, but welcome. I'm just playing a little bit of Expedition 20 in No Man's Sky right now. All right, let's go to the water. Oh, all right. I was gonna pulse jump to the water, but let's just do it this way. It was visually impressive. Still haven't seen 2 either. 1 is just Blue Pocahontas. Yeah, 1 is just Blue Pocahontas. Like, the story was not very original. I mean, it doesn't mean it was a bad story. It just wasn't original. Very few things are actually original, so that's why I'll never really fault anybody for that, generally, as long as it's not blatant plagiarism. But, yeah, 1 was a good movie. I do think it's vastly overrated. Like, the way that people talk about it sometimes, they talk about it like it's the second coming of movies, and it's like, it was fine. Like, I left the theater very entertained. Like, I had some great conversations after the movie, like, and I have enjoyed rewatching it on subsequent viewings. Last year, there was a day when it was like 120 degrees here in Southern California, and of course, I have no air conditioning. And even worse, well, I mean, I have a single room air conditioner, so I can sort of survive in one room. But that day, the power was out in my entire neighborhood for about like 16 hours. So I kept myself sane with the extended cut of Avatar on my tablet. And it was a great watch. It was relaxing as hell. So yeah, this is a big ocean planet also, so yeah, definitely underwater life forms. Precious little life forms. Where are you? Do. Oh, I had it. Alright, so I'm at 7 of 8. I'm at 7 of 8. Finding this 8th life form might not be easy. Because what if it's not an ocean life form? Then I could be searching the waters for nothing. But what if it's one of those rare spawn water life forms? Oh. It could be one of the cave life forms. Some planets have life forms that only spawn in caves. And they're rare spawns, so they don't even always spawn in the caves. Well, that is a whale. That's a space whale. You could say, they are having a whale of a good time. Ha. Oh. Oh. Oh, I just got a headache for some reason. I just got a ping right here. Oh, and I did it to myself. Are you a life form, or are you just cool bioluminescence? I think you're just bioluminescence at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to find the 8th before I end the stream here. Sad. Oh well, let's get back to my spaceship and make an autosave. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to stream after work today, because after work is always very subject to how I feel. And I actually had a pretty okay shift. Like, it wasn't a good shift. Like, I've never had a good shift. I hate what I do. But I have some shifts that are just not terrible. And like today's was not terrible. I was relatively left alone to just do my job. Nothing I did was particularly crazy or unreasonable. My body wasn't in particularly like too much pain, which is always nice. So like, yeah, when I got home, I wasn't in a bad mood. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna I think I'm gonna hop in and do a tiny bit of streaming after I figure out how to set up alerts. Even though nobody, I didn't get any follows, so I didn't get to see my alert pop up, which it should pop up over the whole stream. But I'm excited to see that one day. But that is a new thing I did on this particular stream. I set up alerts, and I made some more progress on Expedition 20. And I had consistent viewers throughout this whole thing. And I had a lot of chat interaction from my buddy Pat, and I did get at least one other person to hop in and at least say hi, which was very cool. But I want to say thank you again to anybody who just tuned into my stream. Like, if you didn't hop into chat, that's completely fine. The fact that you tuned in at all, the fact that I have 7 people watching right now, I had 10 people earlier, I've had a bunch of people hopping in and out. Like, the fact that people are popping in at all is freaking cool to me. And I love you for it. So thank you. Stand by. Oof. You want me to stand by as in hold off on ending my stream? Because I really do kind of got to end my stream. Hey! There's Mario. I don't have any sound effects with him. But yeah, I got Mario. Mario ripping. So I did that drawing a few years ago for a comic I made. When the trailer for the Suicide Squad came out. I need to come up with a sound for that, by the way. When the trailer for the Suicide Squad came out, the good Suicide Squad film, there's an image of King Shark ripping somebody in half, and I thought it looked really cool. And for some reason, my brain went to, like, Mario is a murderer. I guess I was playing Mario at the time. I don't know. Mario murders everybody in Hyrule, in the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, there was a chime. Okay, so there's not a chime then on my side of things. That's good to know. I saw it pop up, but I didn't actually get any audio for the alert. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. The comic I made was basically like, what if Mario was a psycho killer? And one scene, he rips a Goomba in half. And I'm really proud of that drawing. So much so that I actually put it on a t-shirt. I have it in the other room right now. Mario ripping somebody in half on a t-shirt. And I rarely ever wear it because I want to keep it in pristine condition. But you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab it. So nobody leave just yet. I want to show off my t-shirt. Found it. It took me a second. Okay. So yeah. My Mario ripping a Goomba in half. Just like King Shark from the Suicide Squad. It's a me. A Mario. I actually did a lot of comics of Mario being just a psycho killer. I did one where Mario was basically Darth Vader from Rogue One, and all of the creatures of the Mushroom Kingdom were the rebels who were just freaking out, like, oh my god, the Mario's here, and he's just like annihilating them, like just wiping them out with power-ups and fire flowers, like setting them on fire, and like, so yeah, apparently I don't have a high opinion of Mario. Like, I think he's a psycho killer. But yeah, this is, yeah, I decided to put the PNG on onto a t-shirt. Yeah, with a transparent background, so that way it's just Mario ripping a Goomba in half. Very proud of how it turned out, too. But yeah, that'll be the end of the stream for me. So again, to anybody who tuned in, I just want to thank you. I lost 2 viewers while I was showing off the t-shirt, so people were not impressed with the Mario shirt. Sad. Well, I'm happy with it. But thank you all, and I hope you all have a great day. And I will be streaming again later tonight. The odds are you guys will probably all be asleep. But keep an eye out for any of my future stuff, because I will be streaming on a semi-consistent basis. I can't ever make a stream schedule because my work schedule is so unpredictable. I'll never know like what I'm going to be working from week to week. But I'm going to try to stream at least a few days a week. And yeah, maybe even a couple times a day on those days, like before work and after work. So we'll see. But I hope everyone has a good night or afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And, you know, have a good one. Live long and prosper. Yeah. And Pat, you have a good one. I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Actually, we got to talk later. We got to figure out the Discord thing. But yeah, we'll figure that out.